This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel. As I said already once today, this fine Sunday. Can't complain. You know, it's warm, it's cloudy, it's all kinds of mixed up outside. It's southern Alberta after all. Who can really complain? And one day to the next, you never know what you're going to get. That being summer, spring, fall, or winter. Dandy. Alright, anyway, when it comes to you never know what you're going to get, mixed bag kind of stuff, we're talking college free agent today or a college draft pick or a college kid that we've got in the system, and that being Graham Mcphee of Boston College, a guy we drafted all the way back. Let me just get this right for you. All the way back in the 5th round, 149th overall in 2016. Now, why are we talking about guy like Graham Mcphee in 2016, well, similar to good old Nima Leanin and, of course, Mr. Philip Berglund, you've got him expiring August 15th, 2020. So that's coming up right away here. We've got a 3.5 months, possibly thereabouts, until Graham Mcphee expires. And based on what we've seen, the Oilers have kind of locked up everybody else that was coming due in terms of the reserve list, right? The reserve list is now clean of anyone coming due this year. That's the situation here. Is Matthew Carnes isn't due till 2021. Philip Kemp not due to 2021. Pelle Rastanen not due to 2021. Like to see something there. I've already done a video on that. And then of course Anton Shlepsov and Bogdan Yakimov due on their 27th birthdays in 2021. Both of them more than likely to expire given that Slepshov signed. And hey, when's the last time you heard anything about Yakimov? Not Yakupov, Yakimov. So, Graham Mcphee, our lone holdout in that list who's left on the chart, and I'm going to break down the stats for you here right away. If you're new to the channel, maybe hit that subscribe button before you head out. Let me make that larger. I did not make that large enough for even me to read. So Graham Mcphee is a guy, you might know the name. Obviously, you might have heard the name before. Yeah, George McPhee's son, roommate of Alex Ovechkin during the early rookie season of Ovechkin in 05-06. Yeah, that Graham Mcphee. And he's a guy who's had some interesting goes of it throughout his career. He's played with the Hershey Junior Bears. Of course, that was during his time still living in DC with dad, and then shot at St. Mary's for a couple of years, then the U.S. National Team Development Program, then the U.S. National Under 17 team, U.S. Under 18 team, U.S. National Team Development Program Juniors team, and then the U18 team National Championship team. And then here you go, Boston College for the past few years. So this is the guy born and bred and brought up in the U.S. hockey system. Like, this is the elite way to go in U.S. hockey, right? Simple. Shattuck St. Mary's, how much have you heard about them? U.S. NTDP. I hope I got NTDP, yep, juniors. You've heard enough about them over the years. And then, of course, Boston College. You've heard enough about Boston College to understand that this guy's had a pretty elite path to where he is today. Of course, all the way that path to the 2016 NHL entry draft, the year before he went to, well, the summer before he signed up with Boston College full time. But this is the guy we're not talking about lighting the lamp and lighting it up too much. And I don't know much about Graham Mcphee personally or anything like that, so I can't tell you that much. Or realistically, highlight wise, should have watched a highlight package. But Graham Mcphee, I mean, you'd have to watch a game to probably understand a little bit more about this guy than just watch a highlight package. 10 points in 39 games played with the Boston College Eagles back in 2016-17. And then all of a sudden he had a 10 points that year. 24 points the next year, and that's his highest year with the Eagles that whole 4 years. 24 points, 12 goals, 12 assists, 36 games played. So a good point. And you know what? Probably back at the end of 18, we were looking at Graham Mcphee a little bit better than we probably are nowadays. And then 18-19, 9 points, 29 games played, 12 points this past year, 34 games played before everything was cut short due to the coronavirus pandemic. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, everything's been cut short, so it is what it is. But this is especially a sore spot for guys like Graham Mcphee, who, if you read I think it's a Bleacher Report article based on the Boston College Eagles athletics program, they were talking about how a whole bunch of hockey seniors on the Eagles team were really looking forward to getting a chance to play in the playoffs, postseason, whatever, because that team has not played in the postseason since 2015-16. So for the seniors on that team, they have never played in the postseason all 4 years. So it was supposed to be something really special, a great send-off, all that, and unfortunately cut short due to COVID-19. So it is just what it is. The new reality, right? That sucks. But now, you go from the uncertainty of the season not finishing to the uncertainty of signing in the NHL, and there's really three options here for Graham Mcphee when it comes down to it. There's option number A. Option number A is simply put, you know what, you sign with the Oilers, you get in the system, all good. Problem is, you look at all the contracts for next year, that gets complicated really, really quick. Is you go over to this and you go here. The Oilers have 33 standard player contracts already signed for next year. Problem is, you got to sign quite a few of your guys in the farm system if you want to get anything done. Although, I guess Brad Malone officially expires and he becomes a UFA, but he's signed the AHL deal, so he just knocks off contracts, so that's one there. You've got Marcus Granlund coming due. You've got Ryan Mantha coming due, so that contract will come off the books. You've got Joakim Nygard. Of course, he'll be back. Mike Smith due. You've got Bear due, Benning due, Green due, Patrick Russell, Tyler Ennis, Kailer Yamamoto, and Andres Athanasiou up in the NHL. We've already talked extensively about the AHL, so that's why I most likely don't see Graham Mcphee leaving college to sign with the Edmonton Oilers. That just doesn't make sense. Based on these stats, I don't think the Oilers are too much in a hurry, especially if they haven't signed him already. That's kind of the deal. Now, this could be, option B, a situation like John Marino where we trade him for absolutely a 6th-round pick and he goes on to light up the NHL. More than likely, it's option B1, which is he gets traded and goes and plays in the minors somewhere in another farm system for the time being until he develops more at the pro level. That's just the way that could turn out. Not 100% sure which way it actually pans out, but that's option B and option BA. Well, now you get to option C, which is probably the most preferable option for the Edmonton Oilers and the Bakersfield Condors for 21-year-old Graham Mcphee, in which he would sign similar to Vinny Desharnais after his time with Providence came to an end. Simply just sign with the Bakersfield Condors an AHL deal and get in the system, right? That helps the Oilers maintain him in the system and helps us figure out what he's doing, right? And that does, to a degree, I believe, give up control, but we've got until August 15th, 2020 to sign him to a deal. So there's a whole bunch of variables here, but that is the last remaining holdout in the system when it comes to the Edmonton Oilers for the 2020 calendar year on the reserve list. And you talk about a reserve list that is pretty much all draft picks below number 83 in the draft or below, right? You've got Matthew Carnes, 3rd round, 84th overall. You've got Ilya Konovalov, 85th overall in 3rd round. Those are some of the highlights, right? Bogdan Yakimov, 83rd overall in the 3rd round. Realistically, these guys are not that high draft picks. Yes, they're 3rd rounders, but you talk about what you can get for them, right? You can probably get something at least 6th, 7th for them and get something back. And realistically, the Oilers wasting picks, that's really nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. But you talk about it, right? Yes, Puljujärvi's on there as well. 1st round, 4th overall. But Graham Mcphee, 5th round, 149th overall. If the Oilers take a 5th or a 4th round pick, even a 6th, you're not losing too much out of here. 4th is probably dreaming, to be quite honest. But that is kind of the rundown, right? This is the last remaining holdout we've got. And I wonder, kind of similar to what happened last season, is a trade in the works? Is there more to this? Is he going to sign with Bakersfield? Or does he just sign with the Oilers and get it over with and be one of the 50 on the contract list. That is the interesting part, right? You just don't know for sure because right now, go over to kind of what the situation in Bakersfield looks like, right? You've got Raphael Lavoie coming in there, Josh Curry. God, I hope we re-sign him. Joseph Gambardella's re-signed for next year. You've got Ostap Safin, Kirill Maximov, Tyler Benson. Who knows if he'll be pro or AHL level. Nolan Vesey's gone. You've got Ryan McLeod, Cooper Marody, Ryan Kuffner better come back. Makes that Andres Athanasiou deal better. And you kind of see that team's going to be young, but you know what? Not as young as it could be if you sign in some of these more college guys as well. Guys, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's edition of some Prospect Talk. I am up on out of here.